As college application season wraps up, the question still remains as to the merits and process of applying early. We spoke to Mrs. Rosato, who shed some light on the subject.
Okay, so early decision and early action are both early application processes for college application. So early action is when you apply early, usually by November 1st or November 15th. And typically students will find out in mid-December their decisions for those schools. Now, early decision is much the same, November 1st or November 15th deadline, still usually find out in mid-December. However, early decision is a binding contract. So the student has to sign that contract, the student's parents and the student's school counselor all have to agree that if they are accepted to that early decision school, that they will attend. And then they have to rescind their applications at all of their colleges if they get into their early decision school.
Considering the gravity of this decision, Mrs. Rosato also detailed the kind of student that best fits an early action profile.
It truly needs to be a student's first choice school. So a lot of us in the school counseling office believe that that means that the student has visited the school, probably have done an official visit, toured the campus, they absolutely love it, the school has their major. The school also needs to be affordable to that student, because you have to sign that binding contract before you get your financial aid paperwork. So students need to know they can afford it. And it should also be a really good social fit for that student. And then on top of all that, it's really important that the school is a good academic fit for them to be a competitive applicant.
With this criteria in mind, early applications were an easy choice for many at Nash.
The school that I wanted to go to is very small, so they only give out a certain small number of acceptances each year. So I really wanted to get in on that, and I did the summer program, and they really encouraged me to go for the early decision for the best chance of getting in. And one of the benefits is I got in really early. I got accepted in October, and so I don't have to worry about that for the rest of the school year.
So the benefits are that if you get in, you automatically can go there. You're done with your applications by mid-December. You know where you're going, you have a plan. There's a lot of stress relief that comes with that. Sometimes schools have a higher acceptance rate in early decision, but it's a little bit tricky. It's a double-edged sword because if you're not a competitive applicant, if your GPA and test scores aren't in that school's middle 50%, a lot of times you run the risk of a quicker rejection.
I applied an early decision because if I don't get in, I'll know early. It's not too late, I can still apply to other schools.
Because an early decision applicant pool is often the most competitive pool, because the best, most organized students are applying early decision. So that means that you're going up against the best of the best. So sometimes it could be a quicker denial for that student. So you have to keep these things in mind. It's important to talk with your school counselor if you're considering an early decision application, because it depends if it's right for you.
So I decided to apply ED because I knew that there was a school for me. It was super selective, both ED and regular decision, but the acceptance rate jumped drastically when I applied early decision. Some of the benefits are there's a greater chance of getting to some of these super selective schools, but the biggest drawback is you're committed. You don't get to see the financial aid package, which is a big thing for a lot of people. And even though it wasn't one of the biggest things for me, I know that if I get a lot more money from school somewhere else, maybe I regret my decision, but here, we're already committed, here we go.